Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffi's sinister move, how she could obliterate Hope's life after Bold and the Beautiful. December 11 shockers. Steffi delivered a fierce threat on the Wednesday, December 11 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. She warned Hope that she would become her worst nightmare. Steffi might live up to that promise. She's not the type of woman you'd want to mess with. A missed opportunity. Wednesday's opportunity focused on the fallout from Carter's, Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope's, Annika Noel coup. They devised this nefarious plan after Ridge, Thorsten Kaye, and Eric, John McCook, shot down Carter's ideas and axed Hope for the future. Steffi, Jacqueline McKen's Wood, fired Hope and had her escorted out of the FC offices. She made the bold decision after she found Hope on top of her husband. Hope declared she wasn't waiting around for Finn, Tanner Novlin, in sexy lingerie. She was really waiting for Carter. Even then, it took her forever to come out with the truth. All year, it seemed like Hope would embrace her inner baddie. Yet she's acted more like a deer in headlights. During Wednesday's show, Hope came face to face with her enemy. Steffi wanted to speak with her enemies about their attempted coup. She dished some harsh threats. Steffi promised Hope that she would ruin her life. She hasn't forgotten what Hope has done, especially with Thomas, Matthew Atkinson, and Finn. Steffi body-checked Hope and declared that she would become her worst nightmare. Steffi means business. Steffi will deliver on her word. She's not the type of woman you want to cross. Yes, Hope is in her villain era, but it's hard to root for her in a fun way. She doesn't defend herself. She needs a man to do it for her. Steffi doesn't roll that way. She made it clear that she can handle herself. Fans remember when she returned to Los Angeles with a new attitude. Steffi punched out Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown. She also had no problem with stabbing Sheila's doppelganger in the dark. Steffi has prepared for this moment. Meanwhile, Hope is floundering with her new personality. How far gone is Hope Logan? At first, it seemed like she regretted her decision, but she's fully on board with Carter becoming the new CEO. She'll have to sleep with one eye open because Steffi will follow through on her word. The Forresters are confident that they will get their company back. Steffi doesn't care who she has to knock down to make it happen. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, the drama never stops, and the stakes are always high. The intricate relationships between the characters evolve constantly, with betrayals, love triangles, and shocking revelations adding layers of tension to the already complex dynamics. One character who could rise from the ashes and become Hope Logan's worst nightmare is Steffi Forrester. As of December 11, 2024, Steffi and Hope's relationship has been tense but seemingly cordial. However, there are many potential storylines that could unravel to push Steffi into a darker, more manipulative role that would torment Hope for the foreseeable future. 1. The return of Steffi's ambition. Steffi has always been a determined, strong-willed woman. Whether in business or her personal life, she is no stranger to competition, especially with her sister-in-law, Hope. The most logical step for Steffi to become Hope's worst nightmare would be for her to channel her long-dormant ambition into a new, obsessive goal. For years, Steffi has balanced her personal life with running the Forrester business, but there has always been an undercurrent of unresolved tension between her and Hope, especially with the legacy of their families at stake. Steffi could decide that the only way to ensure her legacy is to fully take over Forrester Creations, and she could use Hope as her primary obstacle. Instead of simply maintaining her place at the company, Steffi might aim to become CEO or a more influential figure at Forrester, pushing Hope out of the way. Hope's work with Hope for the future could be at risk if Steffi begins undermining her position at the company. From within the boardroom, Steffi could start orchestrating moves that place her in a power position, subtly isolating Hope and making her feel inadequate in the workplace. Steffi's ambition could easily transform into a personal vendetta against Hope as well. As a woman who has had her own fair share of emotional turmoil, particularly regarding her family and relationships, Steffi might begin to view Hope not only as a rival in the workplace, but as a symbol of all that has gone wrong in her life. Steffi could frame Hope's successes as being handed to her because of her status as the daughter of Brooke Logan, while Steffi could work to prove that she deserves the top spot at Forrester because of her own hard work and experience. 2. Steffi's love triangle with Liam and Hope. The dramatic love triangle between Steffi, Hope, and Liam Spencer has been one of the most enduring and complex storylines in The Bold and the Beautiful. Even though Liam and Steffi have been through significant challenges, including their failed marriage and Steffi's painful miscarriage, the connection between them is undeniable. If Liam were to become more involved with Steffi again, Hope's worst nightmare could become a reality. What if Steffi, knowing that Liam is always caught between her and Hope, decides to use this vulnerability to her advantage? She could slowly start to manipulate Liam, reminding him of their shared history and the love they once had. Steffi might not even need to make a direct move on Liam, but by pulling him into her orbit, she could sow enough doubt in his mind about his marriage with Hope to spark an emotional rift between them. Steffi is no stranger to playing the long game, and if she plays her cards right, she could slowly and steadily position herself as the one Liam needs, inching closer to taking back what she once had. Hope's insecurities could also begin to surface as Steffi's tactics erode her confidence. Steffi, a woman who has always been known for her seductive charm and undeniable beauty, could use these qualities to full effect to remind Hope that no matter how much she tries to secure Liam's affection, Steffi will always be the one he truly desires deep down. This internal struggle within Hope could devastate her, especially as she realizes that Steffi is no longer the person she once thought she could trust. 3. The power of Steffi's family. Steffi is no stranger to using her family ties to her advantage, especially within the context of Forrester Creations. Steffi has a long history of aligning herself with her family to gain control in difficult situations, and she has always been fiercely loyal to her father, Ridge Forrester. What if Steffi began to manipulate her family to strip away Hope's sense of security and belonging? At Ridge's side, Steffi could influence the decisions being made at Forrester, even turning her father against Hope. Ridge, although a loving father to Hope, has a complicated history with her mother, Brooke, and could be swayed by Steffi's increasingly convincing argument that Hope is more of a liability than an asset to the company's future. If Steffi begins to align herself with Ridge, Thomas, and even Eric Forrester, she could form an unstoppable alliance that leaves Hope feeling isolated and defenseless. Ridge, in particular, has always had a strained relationship with Brooke and Hope, and his loyalty to his children could make him susceptible to Steffi's manipulation. She could begin framing Hope as the outsider in the family, emphasizing her lack of true Forrester blood and undermining her place within the family and company. This would be especially devastating for Hope, who has long fought to earn her place within the Forrester legacy and has worked hard to preserve her relationship with the family despite all the drama. 4. Steffi's maternal manipulations. Steffi has long been portrayed as a fiercely protective mother, especially when it comes to her son Kelly. But what if Steffi used her motherhood to manipulate situations to her advantage? As a mother, Steffi would do anything to protect her child, and this could be the key to her becoming Hope's worst nightmare. Hope is also a mother, and her bond with her son Douglas has always been one of her defining qualities. However, Steffi could use the fact that she shares a child with Liam to start fueling tension between Hope and Liam regarding their own children. What if Steffi played the better mother card, highlighting her own devotion to Kelly and her perceived superiority as a parent compared to Hope? Steffi could begin playing on Hope's fears as a mother, suggesting that Hope isn't providing the right environment for Douglas. Through subtle comments and emotional manipulation, Steffi could convince Liam that Hope's ability to be a mother is questionable, and she could position herself as the one who truly understands what it takes to raise a child. This manipulation could create a wedge between Liam and Hope, especially if Steffi uses Kelly as leverage, making Liam feel torn between his role as a father to both children. Steffi's maternal instincts could also drive her to protect her own family, and if she feels that Hope is a threat to her child's future, Steffi could take drastic steps to ensure that her son has the future she envisions. The rivalry between Steffi and Hope would no longer just be about Liam, but also about their children and the next generation of Forrester and Spencer heirs. 5. Steffi's darker, more deceptive side. For Steffi to become Hope's worst nightmare, she would need to tap into a side of herself that has always been present but not fully explored. In the past, Steffi has used manipulation and deceit to get what she wants, but it has usually been in the form of rivalry with her romantic interests or business dealings. However, what if Steffi were to embrace a darker, more ruthless side of her personality? This could involve Steffi employing underhanded tactics to sabotage Hope's relationships, reputation, and career. She might plant rumors about Hope, making it seem like she is untrustworthy or incapable of running Hope for the future. Steffi could exploit Hope's weaknesses and use them against her, whether it's playing on her insecurities about her family or stirring up doubts about her marriage to Liam. Steffi could go so far as to orchestrate situations that make Hope look like the villain in the eyes of others. Whether it's framing her for something she didn't do or exaggerating Hope's mistakes, Steffi could take every opportunity to tear down Hope's reputation until she is left with nothing but emotional wreckage. Steffi's darker side would be characterized by her willingness to do whatever it takes to ensure that she wins, whether it's business, love, or family. For Hope, this would be the ultimate nightmare, especially since Steffi's cunning and ability to manipulate others could easily outmatch her more innocent and idealistic nature. Conclusion: Steffi Forrester has always been a force to be reckoned with in the world of the bold and the beautiful. However, if she were to fully embrace her darker, more manipulative side, she could quickly become Hope Logan's worst nightmare. Through her ambition, familial alliances, maternal instincts, and ruthlessness, Steffi has the potential to tear down everything that Hope has worked so hard to build. The stakes are high, and the drama would be electrifying as Steffi sets her sights on Hope, not just as a rival, but as a woman who stands in the way of her future. In a battle of wills, the fight between Steffi and Hope could escalate into something far more destructive than anyone could have ever predicted.